Since you arrived, it's been one thing after another.
If you don't have any business here, go away. You're bothering me.
Listen, I said I don't need your help.
Why are you here? Can't let lowlifes like you into Garrigmuck.
It makes sense that your students were upset.
Oh, that won't do.
How terrible. That's no good at all. It really is inexcusable.
That sort of behavior cannot be allowed. Ever.
I always thought he was a piece of garbage. I'm nothing like that slime bag.
I want you to consider your actions and apologize for them.
No.
I am feeling that the way you are teaching would give me great benefits.
Wait, what?
Well, at the very least, this should be interesting.
Is it possible to be switching to your class? I would like to be requesting that of you.
I mean, I guess.
I have so much gratitude. Teach me all of the things you know.
Well, that should be easy. I don't know anything.
Cleaning, chopping wood, making feed. Oh, and I'm learning the bow and arrow from Shamir.
Cool.
I'm happy to help you out with anything you need done for your class.
Oh, well, we could always use more mages.
You betcha. I'm your guy, Professor. Since, you know, you can't exactly add me to your class or anything.
Too late.
I'd really like to join your class.
Why?
Please, tell us more.
You're the only one who knows how to teach in Gerald. You get what I
What
mean, don't you?
just happened to you?
Yes! I knew you'd understand.
Will the madness never end?
Welcome to episode 4 of season 2, everyone. I am really excited to see the growth that has happened, even just in the last few episodes. I'm really hoping we can push to 1,000 subscribers during this route. So please make sure to like the video, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. And let me know in the comments who you think the dancer of this route should be, as we watch Mercedes get her +4 defense as she learns how to put on armor. We're bringing back B Team Buffoonery now that we have some members of the B Team. We're going to, of course, defend our new members with Annette and Mercedes, who are the Knights of Duscur, with Father Dedu as their adjutant. So, as we can see, Dedu has granted his invincibility to all of his personal knights, as these thieves have no chance of hitting anyone, even though we might not hit back very hard, or at all. Get a shot off with Annette.
Are we making progress?
You actually are, believe it or not. Okay, they have discovered something that can, in fact, hurt the Knights of Duscur, which is Poison Strike, since we only dodge half the time. Now here we have Anna, who is at the same level she was at the end of Crimson Flower. She just skipped through the timelines and comes back as a level 6 mage. Now, Constance here is going to be a fighter. She's working on her bow skills. She's going to be in the same situation as Annette, where she has to be using a bow and in heavy armor. Balthus, it turns out, is very good with a pointy stick. Mercedes
Let's give it a go.
needs to make sure that our weaker units don't get pipped off by this archer, so we're going to use a gambit and get a whole experience point for doing it. Everyone counts, remember that. Cyril here is going to be a mage, but right now he is just really confused and angry about what is going on, so he's just going to lash out and punch anything he sees. It doesn't work out too great, so we're going to have Petra remember the skills she had before she became the wind god of Duscur, and she's just going to punch this dude in the face. I did.
More success.
Wow.
Cyril is very impressed. Cyril, you're going to be learning a lot from Petra. Now, Annette can be very accurate and won't take any damage in response, but you'll note that that guy is still alive. So we'll move Tryleth up, who's going to just kind of sit there and try to provide experience to people standing next to him. We're trying to tone down the glory hog bit a little, so that some of our weaker units can get experience. Looks like Annette will get this kill with the counterattack. She does still take the poison strike damage, so that's not optimal, but it's fine. Now Anna is going to continue not killing anything, just chipping in a little bit of damage. She gets to level 7, far beyond her wildest dreams from last route. Stuff that's completely useless, yes, that makes sense for you. Okay, Petra, she needs to hit both of these, so of course on the second one she gets a crit. She goes above and beyond every time.
You make me feel safe.
Says the invincible knight to Petra, which makes sense given their damage output. We get 4 XP off of that, very impressive. So that you can make someone else good at the thing that you're usually supposed to do. Okay, a miss from Cyril, not good, so this thief is going to beat up a child as a result. That's just kind of who they are. Another miss from Leonie, but she gets the second one. Good, so we're not in mortal danger. Now we have Balthus over here. He has a bow as well, which it turns out deals a lot of damage. He got a real bow with real arrows. He's not working with sewing needles, like a lot of our bow users usually are when they're starting out. Okay, we continue to just absorb damage and not dish it out. Mercedes isn't quite sure how this axe works, but she can put on the armor okay. Alright, she's starting to figure it out. More thieves moving in. Now, Balthus, it turns out, can deal a ton of damage from one space away, so we'll rely on that to work this down. Now we might be able to kill it with Leonie in the XP boost range. Just one swing of the sword is enough to do it.
Another one down.
She feels like she has some kind of ancestral connection to swordplay, given the ancient Ferdy girls. Anna, again, doesn't get a kill. But she paved the way for Petra to just punch it, kill it, and not be stopping.
That's the stuff.
Move Constance up and let the enemies come to us.
Weak.
Retaliate with the mini bow, which is rumored to be one of the more powerful weapons used by an ancient warrior named Ferdinand. Good dodge from Cyril. Leonie doesn't get the dodge, but deals 10 more damage than she took, so we'll take that exchange. Have this wave. Leonie can get an XP boost again. She can't quite get the kill, but someone else can have the glory. Or maybe
I call that a win.
Felix can.
Here we
Good
go.
job, Adjutant Felix. Okay, go in with Mercedes. I think she knows how Axe works now. Cyril, can you get this kill? Not quite, but it can't hit back. That's generally what we have to rely on for those in your position. Petra could have taken this out on her own,
My heart is full
but
of victory.
might as well let someone else get XP off it too. Pick up a trade secret for Anna. She could have gotten it herself, but I think we've learned that she can't kill anything ever. Balthus, use the pointy stick. Good enough.
Yo, fresh out of luck.
Well, they were lucky enough to not be in our class, so take the trade. Just a few swordsmen left. How do we want to get this started? We can go in with an assault troop from Leonie, led by Felix himself, always looking for an opportunity to show his chivalry. Now we can move in Yuri, who hasn't, I think, gotten an attack in yet. So he'll make a count, get this kill.
Too shabby.
And Cyril, you can get this kill. You have to hit with both. He's learning from Petra already, folks. Love to see it. Ash is tutoring him in the Brigid School that he will soon be enrolling in. Have to get, you know, some admissions advice, some tutoring for the tests in order to get into the school. It all makes sense. Now, Annette. Going with the sword, which she is still learning to use. She has a lot on her plate in terms of advancing through the bow knight role. And attacking Balthus may not have been the best idea for that thief, and he goes down, ending the mission. We maintained our training, and of course Petra is the MVP. Who else? Now we have another mission battle.
Here goes.
Clearing the way. This will let the merchants come into Garrigmach. This looks pretty familiar in terms of who we're fighting and where. So we'll start off very similarly with Annette and Mercedes coming up as the Knights of Duscur that are completely invincible. But we may actually hit this time with our counters. So Annette gets a dodge there. She didn't need to. But Father Dedue is there to remind her that if you can style on your opponent, you should. Mercedes forgetting how axe is axed. Leone can get in some pretty safe attacks here and makes it not matter by getting the kill right away.
Wow.
Cyril very impressed, as am I. Constance could actually get a kill here, but I think in order to make this go smoothly, we want to work that one down. Can Anna get a kill? Is this real? It's real life, folks. Anna killed something. And of course, no one is there to celebrate it because it's Anna. Why would it matter? Petra go in, gets the dodge, won the coin flip, always good to see. Cyril can come on in and... should we go for the sword or the gauntlets? The sword's more accurate.
Yeah, I won.
Get the kill that way.
Don't think so.
Annette will continue shooting at everything that comes her way as Father Dedue gives his blessing. Petra has never been that much of a magic tank, unfortunately, but she's not dead. She can't get doubled by it. Anna got her kill for, well, the entire series of this channel, so we'll see if that ever happens again. Leone move on in, get in the punches. She gets the dodge. That was pretty lucky. Felix does not come in to get the kill, so Cyril can come and get it. With 84% chances, gets the first one.
That's what you get.
He's getting real into it. That's the right attitude to have. Constance can start working that one down. And Balthus is going to come in and steal this kill. Yeah, just use the literal pointy stick.
At least you're no coward. All that blood and sweat was worth it.
I guess. We'll take our strength points on this squad wherever we can get them. Yuri can actually take magic decently well, so we'll move him in with the Steel Lance Plus. And now Petra should be able to finish this pretty easily. Lance not very accurate, so we're going to go in with the gauntlets and the overkill
Witness Brigid
for
pride.
24.
I never doubted you.
You really shouldn't have. You have worked with her in the past. Mercedes, learning more about her axe by the minute. Annette can move up to intercept new enemies and use the mini bow. It's actually pretty good to have this ability. Makes maps move faster like this. Father Dedue providing moral support and anti-moral support for the enemies. Come on in, keep running at the knights. Now, how do we want to start this off? We can move Constance in to provide support against both of these enemies and deal 12 to either of them. We'll flip a coin and pick that one. Cyril can get a kill standing next to Tryleth here, who is hiding in the forest, specifically so his students can't use the cover from it. Anna, again, is going to not kill this enemy. You don't want to kill your potential customer base, I guess. Yuri. You actually have to go into melee with this, pal. Can't use the ranged attack, I'm afraid.
Face it, I'm better than you.
So, Pointy Stick gets the kill. Move everyone up. Get the next wave coming in at a net.
Close one.
Going to see this a lot.
Ineffective.
It was indeed ineffective. That is an astute observation. Oh, they're attacking someone else. They're coming for Constance. That is bad. That is bad for Constance's well-being. She is not doing so hot. So we can't have that happen again. Leone will take it down to 12. And now who can finish it off? Tryleth moved over and will regret letting a student get cover. But Cyril will not just accept dealing damage and will steal the kill. Leone, very impressed, likes the initiative. I like it too. Anna going in with a Thunder, just a taste, a free sample. Constance can't quite get the kill there, so we'll work this one down, take it into range for someone else to finish it off. Balthus can get kills like they're nothing, though. Poke his way in.
Good to be king.
And now Yuri should be able to finish this off pretty easily. Gets the 90%. And we've successfully protected Constance.
Don't think so.
Firing off our little sewing needles. Just sewing them all in. It's our plan all along. Anna. Thunder away. Balthus can get the XP boost here and hit 100% of the time.
Better than I look, yeah?
Get that money. Tryleth knows anything. It's how to be a mercenary, and that is literally the only thing he knows. We'll have Mercedes show that her hair can go through the armor. That's just the way it's built. Yuri won't get the XP boost, but will get the kill.
Who's next?
Not that guy. Now, Annette can move in with the sword at no risk to herself. Deal 10. Make it a little easier to kill. Don't think it can go for Constance, so that's always good. Balthus doesn't quite get this kill, so now who's going to do the honors? Cyril, maybe? Balthus? Constance? Who's going to take this? Who is close to a relevant level? So we'll move Tryleth over there so that Cyril can take this kill.
That worked out.
Which gets Cyril to not level 10.
I get it now. No problem.
You get HP. I would hope you understand that if you get hurt enough, you die. You get MVP for that. Well, we had Mercedes and Annette deployed as the Knights of Duscur. We're going to get all of them deployed here. We moved them up to soak up some damage. So Annette is going to do her thing of taking 0 and dealing 8. Dedu is still invincible. He doesn't need guards. He just has them. Mercedes hits with a sword. Okay, Mercedes, it turns out, can tank magic as well, just innately. So they decided to go after her because, remember, Father Dedu will take nothing from anybody. Now, Tryleth just kind of knows that if there's a forest, the first thing you do is set a fire. That's just an instinct he has. So there he goes with his traditional, passed down from Gerald, fire tactics in the forest.
Nighty-night.
Happy comes in to Nosferatu that away. Sylvain has a sword, let's remember. And he'll use it despite his archer status to get that kill. Dimitri is going to come in and Thundershock from short range.
You never had a chance.
He's not in the Dark Mage classes yet, but he needs to just get ready mentally to have Heartseeker. Mercedes can't take any damage from these mages, so we're just going to move her in and smash with the Iron Axe. And Cyril is going to come in, get that 2 critical damage. And it actually did matter, because now Annette can get this kill. We successfully hit the 92, and it did work out. There was a risk it wouldn't, and we would be in trouble. Now, Dedue is invincible, but his offensive capacity is not that great, which is why he keeps the Knights of Duscur around. Ash here with just Gust can get rid of this. Petra is here from the Brigid School to oversee his development. Felix, what do we want you to do, Felix? Tempest Lance with Steel will get the job done, and that's what Felix is all about, doing his knightly duty. Ingrid over here, Mother Ingrid in the Church of Duscur, after all, is going to show her magical superiority by making it cold in that guy's direction. And he's going to heal most of it back, just because, you know, you can warm up pretty quick. An attack on Felix fails to get a whole lot accomplished, except it totally reversed Ingrid's Blizzard. Mercedes goes in with the axe again, gets a piddling amount of experience and damage output, but it's just enough for Tryleth to come in with a curved shot and finish things off.
Each battle, a chance to grow.
A chance, mind you, not a guarantee.
Thanks.
Happy will come in and get a level with Physic.
Could have been better, could have been worse.
Could you try to find something that's better? I think that should be your goal, Happy. Ash is learning the Petra ways of magic by doubling with things that are not overly powerful. Great dodge of that 0 damage. It's very critical that we avoid not taking any damage. Dedue, if you hit with the sword, that'd be good. He actually does get the kill. Lucky day for Father Dedue. And now Felix is a little angry that someone would dare attack him with magic, so he's going to activate that crest and get a dodge, because he's in total beast mode today. Enemies moving on up. Ingrid getting the kill with Blizzard and getting to level 12.
I will get stronger still.
You should work on your magic, first of all, but you also didn't get any stronger. You got a little faster, which is kind of in fashion these days with how the Brigid School works. Enemies still moving in, coming at Annette, who gets 1 dodge, doesn't have close counter yet, and we didn't have the mini bow equipped. Probably might have missed anyway. So we'll continue to see some weird armor antics. Now, Dimitri saw that forest fire thing Tryleth was up to and thought, you know what? I can do that too. But he has a little more class as he does it. He's going to magically start a forest fire. Let's get that mini bow out again, or maybe keep the steel bow out. Fire away, just get more power, but not too much more experience. You don't want to be excessive with that, you know? Now, Ash. You can strike from the forest. It's the trees that are blowing this wind at you.
My understanding has completion.
Indeed. You have relearned HP. That will give substance to her ancient understandings of who she's channeling. Sylvain goes in with the bow, gives Leonie a chance to think that HP is all that there is to know. Well, I guess that means we actually might have something to teach her.
Eliminated.
Dedu goes in with Nosferatu, actually kills something. Pretty rare for him to get a real kill. Nosferatu is still more accurate than Blizzard, so Ingrid's going to double down this knight. And Tryleth can get ahead of everyone thanks to his horse, so he's just going to put a stick in this guy. And just move away. Don't want to take all the glory. It's something he's working on. He's been talking to his therapist about his narcissism and things like that. So we're trying to work on that for him. Now, Mercedes, move on in with the axe. Of course we miss. Why wouldn't we? And Felix, you have a javelin. You can throw a stick. You still don't have a dog to play fetch with, but you're working on it. It's your life's aspiration. Now, Tryleth can just pick up that stick you threw,
As expected.
put it in there. Still no dog. Felix can, in fact, hit back with the fetch stick as long as he's holding it. Now, since that one is in the forest, we're going to try and get a kill with some magic, so we'll freeze him out really hard, I guess.
I'm counting on
So Ingrid got tired of all those forest fires and decided some frostbite on the trees would be a little more fashionable, just fit in a little better with our aesthetic. Tryleth fails to get the dodge. I don't know if he tried, but it would be in character for him. Happy is going to get a little bit of incidental experience by healing up Felix, taking her to C+ Faith. And we'll just reposition, try and draw these enemies out. Going for Tryleth works out for this guy, who is just the master of hitting those 38%. Now we can move Ingrid in. She's got a big nasty gambit left to use. And I guess that Blizzard she set only hit one tile. She's not content to destroy the forest to only that extent. She's got to get in on the forest fire action. And now Sylvain the Archer actually has a decent shot of killing this guy in the forest, which he does.
Be gone.
Doesn't get a level out of it or anything, but he does get to sound cool to himself. Felix going to play fetch some more with his imaginary dog.
Not good enough.
And he's still outrunning that dog. And, looks like Tryleth is the only one that can get up here and finish this.
You fought well.
So, you know, this is not linear progress for him on his glory-seeking
Another step
syndrome.
forward.
But he does get a pretty decent level out of it. So, that's something he's going to have to talk about. Got MVP again, that's going to go to his head. Alright, with all of that training and mission battles to help us out with some quests, here is the next set of skill level
It
ups.
seems I've improved.
We get some sword and faith experience with Dedu. We get close counter on Annette so she can use other bows.
Doing it.
Get some advancement from Leone and Cyril, so they might see some funny stuff happening. Here's Leone moving up to Monk. So we got Sister Leone joining the Church of Duscur
Work's paid off.
with 2 res. And we have Brother Cyril officially in the Church of Duscur.
I passed.
You did, and you got that traditional point of magic.
I have regret.
Indeed.
A new feeling. I will learn again.
She has to channel her past self still.
My father was so happy to see me using magic. Seeing him happy made me happy too. And that made me want to work even harder. If only things could have stayed like that.
Here we go with the Gautier inheritance. We are invading Castle Gaspard to try and take out Miquelon, reclaim the Lance of Ruin. So we'll reposition everyone. Of course, Mercedes and Annette are up front. Mercedes taking damage? What is this?
You can
Wow.
rely on me.
I guess we just needed to make her mad. So Mercedes is going to Hulk out. And she's still taking damage. You gotta activate your Hulk powers again. There is Gilbert taking up the rear. Still using a class that he's good with, that he understands well. So it'll take him some time. You know, it's a little harder with older folks to break their habits. But he'll learn eventually the error of his ways. Annette is up here, taking after her father, I guess, in terms of the path she's taking.
Feeling strong.
Really got that gigantic shield in front of her face. And she'll deal enough damage that we can have Ash come and just blow this guy away. Petra overseeing that still.
This is how it's done.
It is indeed. That tutoring is doing you a lot of good. Ingrid, just wait here. We don't really need to heal Mercedes yet. She's only taking a couple damage at a time.
Enemies approach from the lower floors. Watch the rear flank.
Looks like you've got that covered. Okay. Yeah, you've got this pretty well covered if you can hit like that again. Well, you can't. I suppose that is the issue, huh? Alright, well, Tryleth doesn't care about any of that, and is going to go off on his own, and just initiate one-on-one combat with this rogue. So, the theory is that we can just kill that on counterattack. We're going to just move next to the chest so we can pick that up right away at the beginning of the next turn. We'll have Ash come in here to try and rescue Gilbert. Gets to level 12 with that fire.
I'll stick with it.
Pretty good level at doing everything but dealing more damage, which is fitting.
Disappointing, but I will not misplace my heart.
Well, you're on the Brigid School of Sorcery training path, so getting speed is how we get up to where you were before. So, Father Dedue will heal up Gilbert, keep him alive for now. Tryleth will dodge that.
It seems I've exhausted this.
Of course, that means he doesn't get the counterattack he was planning on, so he's stuck in that corner. Gilbert soaking up some more damage. Dedue will deal 1 token damage to make fun of his opponent and get that experience point he needed.
The better to serve His Highness.
Doesn't get any magic, but does get more strength so that he can poke stuff with that sword. Happy will take a lot of damage, deal a lot of damage. Really interesting exchange going on there. Gilbert actually coming in and killing something. Surprisingly accurate for who he is. Now, Ash can't deal that much damage in these mage duels unless he uses Cutting Gale. So he's going to cut this guy up. And, well, they're not cut up so bad that they're dead, so we're going to need some help. Dimitri can't soak up spells that well, so he's just going to have to get a pretty bad exchange so that Felix can come in and finish things off. So just hitting with the Steel Lance should be enough, defending his best buddy Dimitri. And now Father Dedue can get in close and personal, just slice this guy up, complete the cutting up that Ash started. Now Ingrid is on Gilbert duty, so she's going to heal him up. Tryleth just doesn't even care what's going on around him, is going to open up that chest, stay in the corner, dodge another gambit, but be just so far removed from the action. Because he's just that self-centered, I guess. Mercedes still completely invincible, just as we're talking. Alright, Tryleth is finally going to make an attempt here to get out, and he misses! He misses. He's got himself in quite a situation over there. Mercedes just move in with the steel axe. Just completely immune to fire despite being in a metal suit. Annette can go in with the steel bow. She is vulnerable to magic, but not if the magic is dead.
It's all coming together.
Gets up to C Authority, so we'll be able to upgrade her battalion after this mission. Tryleth taking a lot of damage there, offsetting it a little bit with the Crest of Flames. And, of course, he doesn't get to Kanto after counterattacking, so he has a lot of ground to make up. He'll run all the way up there. Happy will heal him up after his little ordeal, and remind him that prioritizing himself that much over others might not be the greatest idea. Some reinforcements coming in from the back. They move pretty slow, so we're just going to continue forward. Alright, Gilbert is going to trigger a deluge of enemies, so we're going to use some combat arts to get him out of range of those enemies. So that's why we don't see them coming forward. So, again, just marching forward and keeping Gilbert out of harm's way. These enemies are moving a little faster than our mage squad at the back, so we may eventually have to turn around and engage them, which is precisely what we're going to do here with Dedue. We're going to equip Nosferatu, let him get his personal skill to increase his defense, equip Thoron on Dimitri so we can get support.
Here we go.
And of course, now that Dedue is in range of those reinforcements, I guess that's what triggers those units to come out. Not sure who they'll attack. I think Sylvain and Gilbert? Yeah, an attack off on Gilbert. He should be fine even if he gets double attacked. Oh, they're coming for Happy. Really good that they didn't double her. And these units coming in to attack Dedue, they deal damage, which gets offset by Nosferatu, but breaking through Dedue, that's impressive. Good on you, thieves. Gilbert coming in to not kill this guy, because that's just as effective as he can get. He's already peaked. Ash cannot quite kill it with wind, so we'll give the glory to someone else. So Dedue, we actually want to attract these other mages to him. So we'll just use a Nosferatu to kill off this rogue. That will allow us to counterattack those mages. And Dimitri with... Oh, he learned Ember, and that will kill this rogue.
Who's next?
Super effective.
I'm on it.
We have a couple other thieves up here that just came in. With the mini bow, looks like Sylvain can get a double and make some inappropriate remarks, but good enough to get the kill.
I like how this feels.
I assume that means you like speed training.
Well done.
Ingrid thought it was good. Anyway.
Here we go.
And, of course, we still have a squad up here that is getting ready to engage some serious enemies. Mercedes doesn't think any enemy is serious. She thinks we're just playing around because nothing can hurt her. Annette, just fire away with the steel bow. Again, evading magic by killing the magic user. It's a good strategy. Think about it, kids. Tryleth. Go in with the pointy stick. You have a lot of HP, and you can't get doubled, so just take the damage. And now Felix can get in, get the kill 100%,
even here?
and get Leone to level 10.
Can't get comfortable.
You definitely can't with that because you need magic to do what you're doing now, Leone. We'll move Felix back and see what our enemies do. We get another ambush spawn up here, and it looks like Gilbert's going to have his work cut out for him. Okay, that is 2 for 2 on missing. That is your job, after all, as Gilbert. All right, he is 1 for 3. Okay, Mercedes taking damage there, but still dealing some back in the slap fight of the Armor Knights. Good dodge from Dedue. I think that's the first gambit he's dodged. And illustrating magic dominance with that little pinprick of Nosferatu.
Apologies.
Okay, well, very dangerous slaps coming in on that Armor Knight, so we gotta heal it up. Mercedes taking 2 more, and the Poison Strike actually puts her in a somewhat dangerous situation. 18 is kind of a lot of damage for her, though. 2 for 4 on Gilbert, still batting 500. Now, Ash still has more of his can opener attack left, so he's going to cut this guy up.
I'll cut through.
And Dimitri, you have an axe. Remember? There you go.
I must stay focused.
Stay focused on axe murder, I guess. Not focused enough to get a level. To go in with your sword as long as the Duscur Knights are using martial weapons. Okay, Blizzard looks like the way to go here of these options. So we'll freeze them out a little bit. And now, looks like all Happy has left to do is use Physic on Gilbert. Sylvain! Oh, you're an archer. You have really long range. You can just finish this guy off for us. Just don't roll a 1. There we go.
You're out of luck.
Let's be careful.
Well, you don't have to be careful when you're nigh invincible, so we'll just move you up as far as we can take you. Cyril gets to level 10.
I feel stronger.
You should. That is the first time that reaction has been appropriate because you got a point in magic and you're in a magic class. Excellent job, Cyril. Felix gets the double here. Doesn't need it because he gets that Crest of Fraldarius off. And now we have this Armor Knight to deal with. We'll need to do a little more than a Mercedes slap, so we'll go in with a fancy pointy stick.
As expected.
And just put it at the end of it, make an Armor Knight kebab. We'll give the Armor Slayer to Annette because she is allowed to use it, she just can't. Ingrid going to get a Blizzard off there after taking 14. Gilbert is going to miss again. And we will have 1 enemy moving down from there instead of all of them. Gilbert continuing to miss, which is what we all like to see. And, well, we have more kebabs to make over here, so get to it, Tryleth. Taking kind of a lot of damage, but it's worth it for quality kebab.
Practice yields results.
Okay, looks like we still have to be on Gilbert duty. We'll move him out of the range of those snipers. And now an Ash can get things done with Gust.
The fight continues.
And now Sylvain will be able to get the first hit. He can't double this one anymore. So that's going to be a pretty weak hit, all in all. Father Dedue practicing his recover skills. And it looks like we're just going to end the turn with a rally from Ingrid. So where's this guy going? At Dimitri. I don't quite know why, because that caused him to literally die from Ember.
Slow and steady.
Real slow, and not toward any particularly useful end. Okay, just keep on moving up until we're engaged by these enemies. Mercedes still taking damage. And looks like that's not gonna stop. So she's going down to single digits here, I think. Okay, Gilbert finally not moving into a precarious position. Alright, I think it's time to set off the bomb. Indoors, outdoors, doesn't matter to Tryleth, always gotta set one off.
It's time.
Alright, there goes the big boom. And that'll make things a little safer for Mercedes and Felix over here. So Felix can practice his kebab making skills. He does take a little damage. Sometimes you burn yourself in the kitchen. It happens to everyone. So we'll move on up. I think everyone's safe. Oh, no. Mercedes is still in an archer's crosshairs. You can't die from Poison Strike, though. Okay, Gilbert still moving into inadvisable positions. I think we can start killing things now. Annette can get the kill here, just got to get a little lucky. All right, hit the 85. Good enough. Keep everyone moving over here, get some incidental experience with Ingrid to take her to level 13.
I'm not at my best today.
I've seen worse. I'll give you that. Tryleth can get a double with the pointy stick. So we're just going to get a combo off with that. Keep him in position to give an XP boost to Felix here. Make more armor kebabs. Okay, Felix down to single digits now. We gotta get our healer squad in range. Alright, well, we'll do some makeshift healing. We have a Vulnerary, which that 10 HP is pretty meaningful on Mercedes, at least. Okay, Annette is now one of our better options in this squad, so we'll fire off. Looks like that guy's not fighting back, so this should be pretty easy to dispatch. We'll send in Felix to just attack with his Steel Lance.
Next time, bring your friends.
Generally, if you're a pacifist healer, you will want some friends, yes. We'll let Gilbert get attacked by these archers. I think that triggers everyone else to move forward, which we kind of want them to do at this point. Still waiting on those healers. Okay, good dodge from Annette.
Don't think so.
Dodged both. She knows the game mechanics. Breaking the fourth wall here, getting a little metagamey Annette. Enemies positioning themselves into that little formation. Gilbert moving on up. Okay, now what do we want to accomplish here? If we move Annette in here, that'll set up a lot of good gambit boosts for her. And of course, she misses. But she's still accomplishing that primary mission of helping out Sylvain with this gambit. So we'll keep that bow equipped, so he is providing boosts for everyone.
Gotcha.
Not yet, Sylvain. You got a little ahead of yourself there, but you did hit, so this isn't a Hubert, my plan is flawless situation. Now, we don't want to waste all our gambits, given that we still have to fight the Black Beast at the end. So we'll just send Mercedes in to attack with the Steel Axe. And since most of these enemies can't move, we should be reasonably safe. So Felix just going with the Javelin. Oh, actually got a pretty good amount of damage there. We'll try to keep him a safe distance away from people that can kill him. Damage going down on Tryleth, but he heals some of it back with that crest activation. Sylvain getting a counterattack to kill this archer off. Takes the poison strike damage. That's not great. Okay, successfully dodging another gambit. Annette can just hide behind that big privacy screen. Okay, she forgot the game mechanics since she was so focused on dodging and gets hit by the poison strike. Alright, healer squad is here. Throw down a physic on Felix so he is no longer at death's door.
Baby steps, I guess.
Magic and res, frankly, I'll take it. I'll take it, Mother Happy. Annette, still in the thick of it, will equip a weapon that allows her to provide support no matter where she is, and we'll use one of our gambits coming out of Mercedes. Knights of Duscur have very complicated tactics. So that should soften up a couple of these. We get her to Authority 2.
I'll go.
Now, Felix, not needing to fear death just around the corner, as he constantly does, we can go in with the Iron Lance with no worries. Get Felix to 14.
I have improved.
Technically, I suppose. Now, Tryleth is very focused on the kebabs today.
That is that.
And we still have a lot of enemies over here to deal with. What can you accomplish, Sylvain? Deal 12, I guess. If you can do it, do it. Now, we gambited those enemies, so this swordsman is the... swordswoman, I should say, is the highest priority.
Can't afford to lose.
It doesn't matter too much now that she's dead, I guess. Get that vulnerary to the convoy. Can Mercedes get this counterattack? She can! And that is enough to get the kill. More vulneraries coming in. Okay, good dodge from Tryleth. And more Poison Strike coming in on Mercedes, despite her valiant dodge on the second attack. Gilbert is still here. Throw down more physics from Happy. And Mercedes can move into range to intercept these archers. Just gets in the axe attack. So she's in their way, which will hopefully stop them from killing anyone. Sylvain attack with the steel bow. We need to kill these things at some point. Tryleth is going to ride in and kill this. Gets a little HP back, which should keep him safe enough. And we have enough vulneraries to choke the horse he's on. Iron Lance takes this down to 1, so who's going to get the glory of killing it? Is it Annette by any chance? She can curved shot with the mini bow. 100% to hit, so no counterattacks going to be coming in. That's generally her strategy.
Aw, this stinks.
Just awful. It does. You can smell it through the whole castle. Alright, Gilbert doing his job, again, of taking damage. The Knights of Saros withdrew because they know Gilbert can do it on his own. Alright, well, Tryleth gets hit, and he's not in great shape, but he's not dead. So Felix can come in and avenge Tryleth, get that XP boost from him. And Leone gets up to level 11.
I'm aiming high.
You really are. You got improved aim, so you can continue to do so and maybe get more strength and magic ups. We'll heal Tryleth a little bit, because for some reason if he dies, everyone dies. Ember is still super effective.
Each new experience is an asset.
Yep, Dimitri continuing to learn Reason, gotta work toward that LSAT. Keep on moving up. We need to get a magic user in range of Miklon so that we can break through that armor. Gilbert not listening to me.
You think you can take the lance from me, huh? I'll kill you. I'll kill every last one of you!
Well, you're right about him.
Yet to be forgiven. For now, I must retreat.
Yeah, leave this to us. Now that Miklon's out of position, I don't think this will be too hard to deal with. Let's just get that special dialogue off of Sylvain.
Why have you come, you crest-bearing fool?
I'm here for the Lance of Ruin, Miklon. Hand it over. I don't want to humiliate you, but I will.
It is humiliating to lose to us, it's true.
If not for you, if it hadn't been for you...
Shut up! I'm so tired of hearing that. You've
I
always blamed
feel
me
like
for
he
something
said that
that
to
isn't my
Tryleth a
fault.
lot. So, we get some piddling damage in with the bow. We're getting a lot of mileage out of Miklon just carrying that lance around. But Dimitri is going to use Thundershock. It is super effective on enemies of this type. And, well, here is the Black Beast attacking at 37.9. So I think it can break through our finest armor. So we're going to have Father to Do be the one that makes our stand. And he's going to shoot back with his sewing needle because he makes fine quilts in his spare time. That's a very long voice clip from the Black Beast. Okay, we take 15, we deal 5, whatever, it's fine. It's a miracle. Father to Do can now perform miracles. We always knew he could do it. We saved this one gambit from Mercedes. She's going to get things started.
Let's
And it'll pull the beast a little closer so everyone else can get their attacks in. Now, Sylvain has another gambit left that should be able to pierce all of these remaining armor squares.
It's like watching a bad dream come to life.
That's what Dimitri said at the outset of this run.
Let's join forces.
Let's win this already.
It'll be a little bit yet, Sylvain. Okay, armor is down. Get that Umbral Steel so we can fix all that damage on the Sword of the Creator that's lying in the convoy. We're just going to use a bunch of our regular attacks here. Ash still has a couple uses the can opener, so might as well use those. Felix doesn't want to spend too many charges of his Iron Lance, so he's just going to roid up one attack to take down that health bar. Let's double with Tryleth's Training Lance. Of course, he doesn't get a crit, because why would he want to conserve any energy? A little Blizzard, I guess that beast is used to the cold. Thundershock is effective. Gets Dimitri to level 14. Doesn't improve magic, well, whatever. Still got some kind of offensive boost. Doesn't look like a net can take down this health bar. So let's just get close. So the first attack, if it takes down the health bar, is fine. But it looks like Sylvain is just going to do some dipping and dodging. Get to level 13 as a result. That's a pretty good one. He got increased dex and strength, which is what he needs as an archer. And now Dimitri has to set some fire to things. We have more gambits to just throw down before we risk a counterattack again.
We'll cover you.
Here is Sir Felix using Gambit. Don't get to see him do that a lot, given his personal skill. Good level from Sir Felix there. He got more strength.
Victory will be ours.
And Ash, leading a battalion of Brigid mages.
I'm here to help.
Let's begin.
And we've got Father Dedu getting his flying congregation to deal some damage, taking him tantalizingly close to a level, but not quite there. And now, Knight Mercy of the Knights of Duscur is going to take the beast down with her axe. She gets to level 13 with her squire brother Cyril. She gets a terrible level. Truly awful. It's dead, if you didn't know.
The beast is gone, yet Miklon and the lance remain.
There he is.
It's over. Let's retrieve the lance and leave this place.
Miklon, my brother.
And who is the MVP but Sir Felix? Thanks for watching this episode of Failure Emblem. Please subscribe to the channel and like this video so that I can keep making this content. If you have any suggestions or thoughts on the future of this run or anything else about the channel, please let me know in the comments or on Twitter at @FailureEmblem. Thank you.